it is. Hey, everyone.
Hey, guys.
What was that? Hi, Tina.
Okay, we'll try that. I think we're having technical difficulties.
Said, hey, Miss Christy.
How are y'all doing?
Got a pretty face.
Oh. Yep, Carolyn said, well, Lynn said, hello, everyone. Carolyn said, hey, everyone. Nice surprise to see you on Tuesday.
Yes.
Yeah, we had to change days. Stephanie said, good morning.
Oh,
And then, haha, good evening.
Yeah. Might be good morning for some, but not for us.
good night.
Hey to the Stanley family. How are y'all? Hey, Candy.
Candy.
Well, Rose, what do you want to tell them?
I don't know.
What do you want to tell them?
I love Richard.
I love Richard.
Our cat.
Brandon said, hey, girls, how are y'all? She's doing this so I could read the comments.
What do you want to tell them? Lindley loves watching y'all.
Yep.
Lindley is their cousin.
Stephanie, he was talking to the other three that are here, not me. I think. Of course, maybe, I don't know. Since you're there with him, he may be saying something off camera or off the chat that we don't know. So we'll have to figure that out later. Yep, Dean, you made it. Here and on time. I guess you're not at an auction tonight.
What do you want to talk about? You want to tell them where we went tonight?
Hey, you got big news.
Yeah.
The meeting.
Oh, the meat. I get a pig.
So back at what month was it? Was it September? I don't know.
August or September.
August or September. It was part of the fair. They had pig scrambles. They have where the kids can chase chickens and lambs and cows and stuff. Abby caught a pig.
Right.
So tonight we got to go to an information meeting about that. It was very short, just making sure everybody understood. They had to show the animal and that kind of thing. But she's definitely getting a pig to raise in the next few months.
It's a girl. I'm gonna name it Lulu.
and they asked if anybody who did not catch one would be interested if they could find some extras. So Izzy, he works out right, might get to show one in the fair too.
Yeah, she did the scramble also for her age group, but she just wasn't quite fast enough.
There were a lot of really fast little boys.
Yeah. But
There's this tiny gap. I just went right through it and grabbed the pig.
yeah, Abby grabbed the pig and had a hold of it, and some older or bigger kids started getting it, trying to take it away from her. Luckily, officials there handling it realized that she had caught it whenever they got in, so she caught the prize pig. But the ones that they use for the scrambles are not show quality. I guess used to the kids would take home the ones they actually caught in the scrambles, but they realized they weren't in the right categories or whatever to show, and so now they've started doing it where you catch one, they take your information, and then in the spring when it's time, they get you a show quality pig or lamb. They did lambs too. So she'll be showing a pig. And as long as she takes it to the county fair and shows it, once the fair is over, she gets to keep it. If she doesn't show it, she doesn't.
Yeah.
Peggy asked, what do you plan on naming it?
If it's a girl, Lulu. And if it's a boy, I have no idea.
Earlier.
No.
Okay. Earlier when we were talking about it, she was throwing around some boy names, but she
Yeah.
said Lulu if it's a girl.
We'll just have to figure that out when it happens.
Yeah.
I'm sure whenever you see it, you'll be able to come up with a name because you come up with all kinds of names. Izzy, do you have any names picked out? No?
Not
Camera
sure yet.
shy?
What?
Hey, Cindy, how are you? Let's see, Marie's here. Missed her earlier.
Trying to see what
Where's that Carolyn?
Huh?
Which Carolyn is that?
Lancaster.
Oh,
Oh, wait, no, I don't know. That might be. I don't know, it doesn't say. But Carolyn Lancaster's in here too. But I just saw that there's a second Carolyn.
I hope it's that Carolyn.
I don't know if it's your Carolyn or not.
Ed's here. Looking at
Dean asked, did you say you get to eat it? You might.
Absolutely no.
What about the boy?
Then I don't go.
They did say in the little rules that if you plan on processing it after the fair, you don't need to set up your appointment early.
Mhm.
Sure?
Yeah.
It probably tastes good.
Mm.
Let's see. Let me see. Did we miss anybody else? Who's that? Jessica said Lindley will be in 4-H, but she won't be showing animals.
Yeah. They went to the shows this year just to see how it was done, to kind of decide what they wanted to do. I think initially they were just planning on like maybe rabbits or something, maybe some chickens. But since she caught the pig, we're expanding. The thing is, I never showed pigs growing up. I
Who's your
just
cow?
had cows
How do
that
you
I showed.
How do you go for you?
What, the pig? I don't have a
I
clue.
want to show a horse.
They said that they're going to have some classes this summer on how to show a pig and how to work with
Just like
your
your
animals and such.
favorite.
So I think that will be very helpful. Plus, we have some friends in our 4-H group that I'm sure can kind of teach us a few things.
And I have to train Penelope to walk with me. She won't even let me lay a hand on her.
Who?
Penelope.
Oh, your horse?
The horse? She's friendly.
Yeah.
Waffles. Sweet. She doesn't let me pet her. No,
Oh.
I love waffles. We've got Waffles, Penelope, and Peeps. Yeah.
Oh, Dean said your name's going to be Speechless.
Who is
Yeah.
thumbs up and speechless.
Mm,
Let's see. The Stanley family when Magnolia was 5. She did mutton busting at our local family rodeo. It was pretty awesome to watch her.
What's that?
Where you ride a sheep.
No.
I think we didn't make it in time to watch that.
I don't know if
I don't think we
Wouldn't it
went and
hurt?
watched
I've
it.
seen it before, but I don't know if they've.
Wouldn't it hurt the sheep?
No,
No,
no, they just let little kids do it.
you definitely wouldn't.
Bree says she loves having pigs for keeping the farm clean.
Yes.
I want to ride a horse. I love horses.
Tina said, "Do you ride your ponies?"
They're too tiny. Yeah. Mother Nature.
Yeah, they haven't ridden the ponies.
Mm-mm.
They do have a small, well, it's,
Hmm.
yeah, a little bit. She's
Mhm.
a pony. At their mom and granddad's
She's
house, and then
adorable.
also Charger, which is a
She's
big horse.
cute.
Izzy
Mine.
likes to
I
ride
don't
him.
mine. Little bit. I love her. Hers is mine.
They have
Little bit
their
short.
they have gotten on and ridden Precious a little
Yeah.
bit.
I like just to yacht.
That was funny.
Well, Nick even made it on a Tuesday night. How about that? Yeah, we kind of threw this one up last minute.
Yeah.
We've been doing a lot of work at a property that we own, and we've been there, I don't know, till 8, 9, 10, 11 o'clock
Mhm.
each night. And so we were going to do that tonight, but we just decided we needed a break, and well, here we are.
Yep. Getting to visit with you guys.
Yeah. Yeah, after doing that, I've realized why plumbers and electricians, everybody charge so much, because I can do it, but I'm not paying.
I told him after this that, I mean, he's basically going to be able to know how to do a little bit of everything. So,
Yeah, YouTube has been my friend though. 'Cause we had to, well, I guess the latest new thing, because like the wiring and stuff, I've done a lot of that throughout the years, so that's not a big deal. But changing out PVC toilet flanges that were glued on, that's one. So I just was like, I was thinking I was about to cut everything off and just replumb stuff, but it turns out it's not that bad when you just cut the top of the flange off with a special little ball thing that goes on a drill, and then wood chisel and a hammer, and pops right off. Really not bad at all.
yeah, he got pretty quick at it too, because he had to do 3 of them. So the first one took a few minutes to figure out, and then after that, I was just moving his tools back and forth. So,
Hi, guys.
He said hi.
let's see.
It's only, I think,
40
What?
something days.
45 days until the Okie homestead, and you'll get to
Yay.
see her.
Yeah.
Let's see. Do we miss some people? Hi, Isabel.
Are you okay?
Hi, Jacob.
What are you doing? The Stanley family
Neil's
says, if
here
you
too.
ever have any wiring questions, don't hesitate to holler.
Good to know.
Yep, definitely good to know. I've got a friend that's an electrician too, and usually if it's something major, he comes to the rescue. So, what? Who's? He's not the electrician.
Yeah.
No, Glenn's the electrician.
Billy was too.
No,
He's my friend.
he is your friend, but
Yeah.
he's our flooring carpenter, fix it friend. He's the one that laid all the flooring in our building.
Mhm.
Very good at it, but it's
Yep.
been fun for him.
Yeah.
I think.
Always a challenge.
Yeah. The Stanley family said it's good to have friends in all trades. Yes, that
Very
is
much
true.
so.
Because, like I said, most of the things, simple things I can handle, but we've had some pretty crazy stuff. And, well, like most recent was one of the phases had burned out on the meter, the electric company side, but trying to track that down and everything. So it was a lot of FaceTime on that because he wasn't where he could actually come. So I had a meter out and we were on FaceTime going through all that and finally tracked it down to the electric company and they came out and fixed it. So that was an easy fix.
Me too.
Let's see. The other thing, I installed a French drain at that property.
Yeah.
So I had to rent a Mini X, dig the trench, and then lay the line. So, like I said, it's been a very busy week.
She's tired. Izzy's about to go to bed. You want to tell him bye? Hey, you actually got to hear her say bye, so I'll be back.
Sure.
Jessica said that y'all look just as tired as Lindley.
All right. Fine.
Cassie wants to know what animals y'all want next.
Baby camel.
A baby camel is not going to happen.
Yeah.
She's still hung up over that camel for an auction.
He's so cute.
She's like, well, maybe it'll be at the next auction. I was like, it's going to be a lot bigger now.
What
though.
was the reader?
It might. I don't know.
I love camels.
Do what?
I love camels.
Yeah. So, what realistic animal would you like to have next?
Ooh, I don't know. I don't know what they're called, but they're bigger than a pony. Miniature.
A miniature what?
A pony. They're bigger than miniature ponies, but they're way small in structure. Only like that tall. That tall. Like as tall as the table.
That would be a miniature.
No, but it's this tall. Or this tall. I don't know. This it starts
So you
with an
just
S.
want a Shetland pony?
Yes. I want
Oh,
that.
no.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
He wants to look at that one.
Yeah. I think I missed stuff.
I think
Oh, talking about Nick's short today. Yeah, I saw that too. I was laughing. I'm assuming that's the one you were talking about in your live the other day that you were waiting to film. So whenever I saw that, I said, I was surprised that somebody else kept those little faces on sticks also because we still got ours too, just waiting for the perfect time to use them.
what?
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna click all these because I think I got behind.
It happens.
Okay, yep, Jessica said y'all look just as tired as Lindley.
What's a French
A
drain?
French drain. It's for like wet areas or to collect water. You pretty much dig a ditch, put gravel in it, a tube or pipe that's perforated where the water can get in it, cover with gravel on top of that, and you can either leave it gravel all the way to the top. We just put a little bit of topsoil back over the top of it just so grass and stuff will grow back. But it's mainly to help with wet areas or areas that are boggy that don't drain very well.
Basically spraying it.
Yeah, like our old house, it had a hill in front of it, and so it had a French drain across the front. So whenever water ran down the hill, it would go in the house. It would go to the French drain and run out behind the property.
How big of a hill?
It wasn't that big. It was just a gentle slope.
Gotta slide down that.
No, I wasn't good enough to
It
sleep.
wasn't that big.
I love Pablo.
Neil said good night, Izzy.
Izzy said, if anybody tells me hi or good night, tell them I said hi.
Tina said good night. Walkers. Lynn. Okay. Oh. Said that Smile's been recharged and is working well. Yep. There's your camel emoji.
Hi.
So, what realistic animal would you like? Since we're back on that,
A Shetland pony.
Huh?
Pony.
so use a Shetland pony. What are you gonna do with it?
Rabbit. You're gonna have to leave me though.
Ride a little bit.
Justin said Abby needs a wombat. Really, Justin?
What's that? A
An
wombat.
elephant.
Neil said an
What's
elephant.
a wombat?
Oh, yep.
Yeah, they're so cute.
Do y'all have as much mud as the Eddie family farm does? We did have. We're starting drought. Yes. Everything is a mucky mess. We live up on a hill, so it's not too bad right on top of the hill, but the pastures and stuff down below
Mhm.
still muddy. Like I said, some areas are worse than others, but we have had some sunny days, so it is starting to dry a little bit, but there was just so much that there's still mud and water holes everywhere. We're supposed to get more rain, I think, this weekend, so
Yeah, yesterday I debated just filming the entire time I was out there taking care of animals because I had to go several of the animals had moved their water buckets, containers, and, I was having to pull them back over to the fence so I could put the water hose in and fill everything up, and I almost face planted like 4 or 5 times. I was like, "You know what? I really need to get that on camera if it happens," but then I was afraid I'd drop the camera in the mud and that'd just be
Yeah.
not so great, but
would have made a good short.
he had to go work on stuff, so he wasn't around
I
to
want
be able to
A milk
hold
cow?
the
I don't know
You gonna go out and milk it every day?
if it's a nice one. Sure.
You gotta get up at 4 o'clock.
Nope. What AM is that?
Huh?
What AM?
Yeah, 4 o'clock a.m.
Mm.
Stanley said they watched your fire video from a year ago.
That one still makes me laugh.
Yeah,
It was cute.
No, it's
yeah.
terrible.
It was funny the way you kept going and narrating in between when we were actually working.
You were right.
What kind of goats did y'all help them with?
We love our goats.
What?
Yeah, the Stanleys helped their people, some of their friends, tag some goats and
Mhm.
We don't have tags.
just bud. What?
We have.
They've got tags.
Okay, I'm gonna name every single goat I can think. Goat.
My Alaska's here.
Hello.
Does goat count?
I think My Alaska. Bill, is that correct? I think that's right.
Mommy.
Let's-
Goat count?
They have a horse at their grandma and grandpa's house, which is, I mean, their property adjoins ours. So
The only thing that separates our house from their house is 3 gates.
so
We
they
can get to their house without ever hitting the road if we wanted to.
so they basically have one right at the house.
She said,
They're just working on learning to ride.
yeah, because I know how to ride it. You just do, and then you just control it with your knees.
No, I'm getting ready to do a couple of French trains. Well, I'm no pro, but like I said, it gets you a Backhor Mini X. It's not too bad. Like I said, that was the hardest part. I was kind of in tight spaces doing that. So Kevin is behind as I'm trying.
501.
Trying.
That is adorable.
Miniature giraffe.
There's such things like
Yeah, he's got to speed up. Well, if Kimberly would help read the comments, I could get them a lot quicker. 'Cause she's a faster reader than me. And
Let's see.
Stephanie always tries to help you keep on task, but
Well, Brandon's next thing is I don't have any room to talk though.
yeah. Hey, but if you'd been reading that, I'd known that I could just skip over that.
Okay.
I got a bracelet.
Okay, Marie's here. She's got stuff to finish. Viruses.
Good night, Marie.
Yep, all talkers. That's the thing, we could just go through and read the comments, but where's the fun in that? And then y'all just get ahead whenever instead of us being behind, maybe y'all are just ahead. We'll
Yeah.
just go with that.
Justin was laughing about that.
A giraffe.
It's a miniature until you add the next. That's okay. Don't bring her one.
Bring her one. Bring her one. Bring me one.
Brandon does a 2-hour live just to get through an hour's worth of comment. Well, there's Satin.
Hey, Satin.
Oh, I'm caught up. Kiko Mick.
What's that?
Huh? Type of goat. It's a meat goat.
No.
Yeah.
No.
You don't want to eat a goat?
No.
Yeah, let's see. Our American breast chickens should be getting, I don't know, they're probably about a month out from laying. The roosters are starting to crow, but they sound terrible.
So funny. And I love it when they crow.
Yeah, Dean said the last time he messed with any goats, he got tagged from the phone.
Yeah.
So you should read that out loud instead of just
Okay.
saying meow.
Yes. Brandon said, what we try to do is if I'm reading the comments, she's preparing for the next one. We do not like silent during the live. It's really awkward. It took a long time to get there, but it doesn't work. Yeah. The hard part is though, if I'm putting kids to bed and I come back in and I have no idea where he's at. So that's why I just sit there and
That's just the excuse she uses.
my story and I'm sticking to it, y'all.
Okay, please.
Let's see.
You're on Daddy's side?
Oh, yeah, turn on the timestamp when you're out. See, that's one reason that, because I don't like to have to do that, and just kind of like subtitles on a movie. Like whenever they are in the movie, they're speaking a different language, but they're translating all the English. I don't like having to read that whenever I'm watching a movie, and so I feel the same way with the chats, and so that's why, or the lives, and so that's why I kind of like if we read the stuff that people don't actually have to go through and reread the comments themselves. They can just keep up with what's going on by doing that, and that's why I'm also trying to get better about putting the comments on the screen, so if they don't go back and look, they know what we're talking about. But
yeah, she is escaping. I'm gonna go see if she's going to bed because she is extremely tired, even if she will not admit it.
yeah, I don't know if I've ever known of her to admit that she's tired. Maybe once or twice, but generally she would just stay up, and then just pass out. So that's what Stephanie used to get on to me for, is just reading it to myself because the people on Facebook could not. Yeah, we haven't got to the point of adding in Facebook yet. We're still just sticking with YouTube right now because evidently that's hard enough to keep up with. Which I don't know. Yeah, once we add Facebook, we'll have to figure out that because I don't know how that's going to work with StreamYard. I know it works, I just don't know how. I just know there'll be more comments, and like I said, evidently we have a hard enough time keeping up with these. Let's see. Yeah, baby steps, definitely. Because like I said, I have a hard time keeping up with about 30 people in the chat, so I can't even imagine what it'd be like with a few hundred. Maybe read bottom up, maybe read. Okay. I'd stay away from Facebook. We don't do as much on Facebook. I would like to do more, but I have a hard enough time just keeping up with this. But life's fixing to get a lot simpler for us. Like I said, with the daycare business we had, we're leasing out that building, so new child care center is moving in, so that'll take a lot of headache away from us. You're still new to this. You'll get there. Brand Steph have to handle a few hundred in their chats. Yes, and I can't imagine that right now. Like I said, it's rough enough trying to keep up with 25 to 35 people because, like I said, it's especially when it's a good active group like y'all because it's just a matter of keeping up and then not telling too long of a story in the process. Practice makes perfect. I don't know if it'll make perfect, but maybe we'll get better anyhow. Appreciate that. It does annoy me that you have to learn YouTube English as they don't know real English. Yeah, I've noticed on some of their captions and stuff, they don't quite always get it right, but is she going to bed or?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll see. Abby is supposedly down for the count, but the last time we thought that she popped back in, so
Yeah.
we'll see what happens.
She's yawning big time, but she still would not admit that she's sleepy. She's like, I'm not ready for bed yet. It's not my bedtime. I said, oh no, it's past your bedtime.
I've seen so many problems with Facebook. Facebook Marketplace is not bad. Yeah, we've heard of a lot of people that have trouble with Facebook. Like I said, we're not at a level where we have to worry about that right now. Um, I know a lot of people with I guess the payouts and stuff like that, but like I said, eventually we'll do more with it, but we just really haven't pushed Facebook as much as we've worked over on YouTube.
Mhm.
And like I said, it's just a matter of going through the process of, I guess, re-exporting the videos, making new thumbnails and things to put
Mhm.
on Facebook, and just haven't had the time lately. But like I said, we probably will try to go back and all the stuff we've done. You just kind of start. I know there'll be like months, but just start repurposing all those videos and put them over there. Yeah. Okay. Oh, hey, Candy. I guess I missed you earlier too. Not sure when you got here, but I was probably talking whenever you
That's
came
fine.
in. Okay. Well, Kimberly got it, but I missed it. But yeah, like I said, the weather's been pretty nice the past couple of days, but unfortunately, like I said, we've got more rain weekend. I'm not sure how much. I think my dad said we're supposed to get a couple more inches, which would just mean more mud. But I'm really wanting to get spring weather and be able to ready to plant a garden. Way too muddy right now, but eventually it'll dry out. And in the high tunnels, it won't be bad, but I'm just not ready yet. But we got to clean out the little greenhouse and replace a little bit of plastic on it to get the heat going. That way we can get our seed starts going.
Izzy had a bit of a headache, so.
Yeah, she's been battling ear infections, so
Yeah.
she's been on antibiotics for that, but it's still been bothering her some. Of course, it hasn't helped that we've gone from cold to warm to cold to warm. And there was one day that it was started out warm and then it started raining and it turned off cold. It was just like I said, we just had a lot of stuff going on outside and getting things done with that building to get it ready for the next folks. And so it's been a long week, but It's coming to an end soon.
Yes, thank goodness.
Do we have any merch? Yes and no. I mean,
Yeah.
we did have some, but not any that we've like put out for sale. We had some shirts made up whenever we went to the expo last year that we took with us. But we didn't sell. We just gave away some to our friends.
Yeah.
But we will in the future.
Yes.
But there'll be a change coming before that happens.
Yeah.
We're just not telling what it is yet.
Yep.
The weather, let's see.
Stanley
The
said
weather's been so strange. Yes.
very much so.
Yeah, because I know that whenever they were talking before, they said we're supposed to have a really bad, long, terrible winter. And we did have that big, cold Arctic blast, but the way they're looking now, I mean, if you listen to the groundhog, it's almost over. So I'm hoping he's right this year.
Yes,
Usually he says it's going to be longer, and I'm always hoping he's wrong. But what'd you say?
yes, somebody was saying that they looked it up and he's right like 39% of the time or something like that.
Well,
I don't
let's
remember what the
hope-
percentage is.
Let's hope this is one of those times because I'm ready for spring. The
But-
weather's been good for getting caught up on chores. Yeah, it depends. Because, like I said, it's the last few days it
Mhm.
has. Like I said, it seems like every time. Like I rented, this last weekend I rented a Mini X and a dump trailer, and it rained 2 out of the 3 days that I had it. So we worked in the rain some,
Yeah.
got soaked. Do we hatch any eggs ourselves? Yes.
Yes.
Last year we did a bunch. We will again this
Mhm.
year. That's one reason that I got the American breasts is we're going to try
Mhm.
them for egg production and meat birds. And so whenever they start laying, I plan on hatching some out because if we can, as long as the meat's good on them or they raise out well, then we can keep those rotating and we won't actually have to buy broiler chicks in to raise. We can just have those hatch out our own and raise them. So some of the roosters we have, because we ordered 25, 22 is what
Mhm.
survived,
Yeah.
and I think we have 10 roosters and 12 hens. So we'll keep a couple of roosters and process the rest. But yeah, last year, I don't know. I think I hatched out a couple hundred
Mhm.
chicks. It was over 100, maybe less than 200, but
That
it was a bunch. And I know we sold some and gave some away, had several just running around for the
Yeah.
longest and got everything a little more contained now. But
Yeah.
we did narrow down or cut back on some of our chickens because we got mainly to the ones that we were just really
Mhm.
wanting. Because with some of the barnyard mix, some of them, like so, we had a lot of roosters in that batch,
A
and
lot.
so roosters don't really do much for us unless you're going to eat them. And
Yeah.
like the breeds there where it would either take so long for them to fill out or they just wouldn't fill out like a broiler like you're used to. Yes, I am. Cowboy. Just order some to help promote y'all. Well, we appreciate that, but
Yep.
none yet.
Yep. I'll let you know when we do, though. Stephanie said we've had all the sinus crud also. Braylee just now went to bed with a headache. Gave her Motrin before she laid down, though. That's what I just had to do for Izzy.
Yeah. So far, like I said, I've had like allergy stuff, but nothing bad, just a little stuffy. But I know a lot of people out here have been getting sick with whatever's going around.
Mhm.
And like I said, Izzy had an ear infection. Kimberly had ear infections.
Still working on antibiotics.
Abby and I made it out good though.
Mm. How many chickens do you have? I only have one rooster. Then I got the meat birds, and he's got with some meat birds, and he's a barred rock?
Right now we have, not counting the breast chickens because they're in a different. They're not out with the rest of them, but we have two roosters or three?
Yes.
Two.
2, yeah.
Two roosters is all we have running around out there. Like I said, we had others, but it just got where they were bothering the chickens too much, and it was just all the hens seemed like they were in misery with so many roosters
Yeah.
around. So we had to relocate some of those that way.
Mhm.
And so we kept 2, and we've got, I don't know, there's probably 20 hens or so out there,
Yeah.
maybe a few less because they're mixed in with
Mhm.
ducks and stuff. But we kept a couple that way. If one of them something happened, and something got one of them or everything, we'd still have a rooster and not be without.
Yeah.
Dean, I would never had
Neil.
Neil. I never had eggs myself. I'd use an incubator. It's a lot more fun if you sit on them. So you just got to put them in your pockets, walk around with them, keep them warm. The next thing you know, you hear a little cheeping, and there's your chicken.
That's funny.
Yep.
I just don't fancy. He said, "I don't fancy the idea of having to relay it."
Down to just chickens for now. Are y'all planning on adding anything else? Well, I mean, I know you said you wanted goats, but will y'all get those at the property you're at now, or will you wait till somewhere else?
Dean said, "I can see you with 10 baby chicks following you wherever you go, Neil."
He needs geese.
That'd be fun.
Honking at him everywhere he goes. Looking at getting a pig. We can hook you up with that.
Yes. Text me if you want one.
Yeah. I've got some pictures I can.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Because yeah, we need to get rid of some.
I've got them on here somewhere.
Stephanie said Brandon's out feeding pups.
Yeah. There's.
Aren't they so cute?
Yeah. They're purebred Berkshire. They're not registered though, but
They're chunky little things too. She said he has a friend trying to get them one.
Yeah.
Well, if that doesn't work out, let me know. I'll have to wait till the next property.
Oh.
Praying about a 10-acre lot right now.
Hopefully that works out for
Yes.
y'all. Because I know it's hard when you want to be able to do stuff and you're ready to do it. So hopefully that works out and y'all can get where y'all want to go and get things set up and start raising what you want to raise.
Yep.
I think they're a wild one.
Oh, wild one. Okay.
You only need one lot for goats. I love ours. Yeah.
Yeah.
Goats don't take up a lot of room. Pigs don't either, but if you've got close neighbors, you probably don't want pigs. I mean, they may not want you to have pigs because they can. So they're not bad if you have enough room for them, but if they're in a smaller confined area, I mean, it can get pretty stinky at times. So yeah, chickens, rabbits, or something you could do on a small property. Sheep could probably work too. Brandon has to go see a psychiatrist. Every time he starts to eat turkey, he starts slapping his leg. Okay. Catching a wild.
No show jumping goats, though.
Yeah. That's the thing about goats. If you don't have a good fence, they're escape artists. 'Cause we
Mhm.
even had them in like electric fence netting, and they
Yeah.
would always get out from that too. And I don't know how,
Mhm.
because it would look like it was perfectly intact and fine, and then they didn't have anything on it like around for them to get on to jump over it. So I'm not sure how they kept getting out from that, but it finally part of our property has like field fence around, which is like goat fencing. And so we finally put them in there, and they found a spot to get out there because the cows we had in there before had messed up some of the wire, and I'm putting off replacing it because I'm wanting to replace it with taller fencing.
Mhm.
That way, as we get other animals or the emus and stuff out, that we can move stuff around to different pastures and be able to work. So I don't want to go back with the same height wire. And so what I've done now, because Hulk and Betty kept getting out too. Well, mostly Betty. Hulk stayed in pretty good, but Betty would always get out. She always wait till
Yeah.
night to
Mhm.
get out, and so I finally just took the pig electric fence netting and just ran down that fence line that they kept getting out of, and so far,
Yeah.
everything stayed in.
Yeah, it's not fun chasing pigs at 9 o'clock at night or later,
Yeah.
or a pig, not multiple, it's just a pig.
Yeah, because I mean, you could even get a bucket of feed, and generally, a bucket of feed, she'd come running, but whenever she's out at night, she just would not hardly
Mm-mm.
go, and so it's a matter of everybody getting out and corralling her up
Yeah.
to get her back in the pen.
Neil said if Brandon had put up a 10-foot fence, Air Jordan would have learned to pole vault.
Yes.
Probably so.
Yeah. Air Jordan got out of everything.
HOA won't let me have pigs, but I can have goats, so I'm hoping to get a couple.
Yeah, let's see. Because I mean, we've got some that are just like mixed goats, but a lot of ours are Nigerian dwarf,
Mhm.
so little milk goats. But
Yeah.
the only bad thing about the smaller goats is they can get out of smaller holes. And
Yeah.
so generally, like Izzy has Ginger. So I put all the goats back out in the pen. All of them stayed except for Ginger beat me back to the house. I don't know how, because I put him in. I'd walked around one side of the house, and he was already back behind, so I guess he went around the other side, but he found a hole and got out and beat me back. That's the only bad thing about smaller goats, is they can find smaller places to get out of.
Stanley said we have 3 lots right now, but with neighbors on either side. Goats are probably not the best idea. One neighbor said he wouldn't care, but I'd rather wait for a little more rural setting.
Yeah, that's understandable. So like I
Yeah.
said, you don't wanna have trouble with your neighbors.
Yeah. Whoever's got Air
Probably
Jordan
so.
now is probably saying bad words about Brandon. One thing I'm sure of, Brandon, whoever got Air Jordan has already been running down the street saying, "Catch that goat."
Yeah, that's the thing is that was a full-time job just trying to keep Air Jordan in.
A goat got away at the auction the other night and was running down Highway 27, thought for a minute it could be Air Jordan. That would have been funny. HOA won't let me have goats. I'm hoping to get some females from Kevin at Hidden Heights Farm and a buck from Josh. Kiko's.
Yeah. Yeah, Kevin's got quite a few goats,
Mhm.
so he can probably fix you right up.
Jessica, I'm glad we don't have close neighbors. They would have us right now because of the roosters.
Hate.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the thing, because I mean, where we are, I mean, it's mostly family that's around us, but like, um, my cousin lives on one side of us, but she has chickens too,
Mhm.
so she has roosters crowing, and we're kinda other than that, she's the closest one. I mean, and then we have somebody down the hill that has a that's cut out of the block of property that we live on, and they don't have chickens, but I mean, I don't they never say anything, so I don't
Mm.
think our roosters bother them. But we did have some roosters, not the ones now where they grew out of it, I don't remember which,
Yeah.
but they would crow at 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning. It didn't matter what was going on, it was
Mhm.
just in the middle of the night, they would just start crowing, and I'm just like, "It's not even time yet."
Yeah, and Abby, her bedroom is
Tina. Bye, Tina.
Bye, Tina.
Thanks for stopping in.
But, Abby's bedroom's kind of on the back part of the house, or toward the back part of the house, and I kept wondering why she was getting up, in the middle of the night, and she was like, "The roosters, they wake me up."
Yeah. River rat is going to bed also.
Thanks for stopping in.
Yep, appreciate it. Let's see. Yeah,
All day and
there's
all night.
all day and all night. Ours wasn't really I mean, they would some in the daytime, but it was mostly just in the middle of the night.
It's like they had their days and nights completely mixed up.
And so, yeah, that was the thing, because there for a while, whenever they kept doing that, we'd moved them to a different
Mhm.
spot to try to get them away from, because where they are, I mean, it's right outside. They're not right outside her window, but it's on that side of the house with that water, and so it would bother, but we also had to move, one of the the dog pen too, where their puppies were, because they were always barking right outside, and she's a pretty light sleeper, so
Neil said, "I only have a small studio apartment. The Eddie's tiny house is bigger. I don't think my landlord would allow me to keep goats. I may ask about keeping a duck in the shower." You should do that.
let us know how that
Yeah,
goes. You could start a whole YouTube channel just about you and the duck in the shower.
that'd be fantastic.
Yeah, that's the way,
Yes.
and like I said, and it might have been like the coyotes howling or something is what
Mhm.
got them stirred up, but I just know that all the time.
Yeah. One thing about it though, if I go get a drink of water in the middle of the night or something, and I mean, the ducks and the turkeys will hear, because 'cause you'll hear the ducks start quacking if they see you walk past a window, or if they hear footsteps, and then the turkeys will start gobbling. It's crazy.
Yeah, they're always watching, especially the turkeys, because like, you can like, our back door has glass in it, and you if you just they just catch a glimpse of you, they just
Mhm.
all start going nuts, and so they're always paying attention,
Yeah,
and like I said, but once they get started up, then the ducks do, and
and the
then
guinea.
yeah, the guinea, I don't know if it's a male or a female,
We've
but
gotta figure that out sometime.
yeah, we need to look up how to tell the difference, because I don't
I have no
haven't
idea.
really bothered to look up either.
No. Dean said Neil is gonna be one dirty bathtub.
Yeah, it's easy to get too many roosters,
Yes.
especially if you buy, like, from Tractor Supply, Atwoods, or something like that, 'cause it
Mhm.
seems like I mean, they can be marked as a certain, like, not straight around like hens and roosters, but they
Mhm.
still seems like they get them off quite a little bit, but
Yeah.
oh, it's really bad here right now. Yeah, I haven't heard them here yet,
Not
but
tonight.
generally at night, we'll hear them at some point during the
Mhm.
night, but they're not when we hear them, they're not right on the property, and they're not close enough, like, even with, like, a spotlight or something that you can
Yeah.
see them. But there's a river that runs behind our house, it's pretty good ways, I mean, I don't know, quarter of a mile or so,
Yeah.
and so we'll hear them down there a lot, and then occasionally, we'll hear them out in front in the pasture, probably across the road, because
Mhm.
Like I said, they're not on us, but you can hear them all around. But I've tried to go out to shine them to see, that way we can take care of 'em, but we've never seen any to be able to take care of that way.
Mhm.
Occasionally, you'll hear, like, somebody with hunting dogs that'll
Yeah.
be running coyotes, but usually it's just the coyotes, right?
Mm. Yeah.
Breeding season.
Between the coyotes and dogs, just thankful our house is insulated really good so we don't hear them at night.
Yeah, I've gotten where I can usually sleep through that. Usually what will keep me up or wake me up is either whenever my dad or one of our neighbors has puts calves up or something and the mama cows are
Mhm.
bawling for them. Then when
Yeah.
that happens, it'll be like an all night thing, and it's usually whenever it's not my dad, but some either the neighbor or our cousin, whenever they put some up, it's usually louder on that side because my dad's are on the other end of the house or the other direction, so I usually don't hear his too much. They got traps out, so we'll see if they catch any. I've never tried any
Mm-mm.
trapping, but I don't know, might be something worth trying to see if we can catch some to get rid of. There are some people around here that, um, like, will come out and either trap or hunt the coyotes on your property, but I never use them either. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, Kaysen would have the place lined up with traps.
Yep. Yeah. They're terrible. Twice as big as Munch, and that's a big dog. So,
Oh,
oh, Abby will be sad that she missed you.
yeah. Yeah, she just went to bed just a few minutes ago, but we'll be sure to tell you stopped by.
Yeah, she's looking forward to Okie Homestead because she misses her book buddy.
Yep, saving up her money.
Yeah.
She already knows where she's going to visit.
Yeah. Candy said I have a rock house and I don't hear anything.
Yeah, I wished I didn't, but like I said, it's not too bad here, but
Mm-mm.
like I said, usually the coyotes we can hear and then roosters sometimes,
Mhm.
but
I think part of it's being up on this hill though, because we can basically hear everything around us.
yes. Yeah, 'cause everything around us except for like I said, we have one cousin that's to the east of us.
Mhm.
They're on a hill too, but everything else is, like, below us, but, yeah, everything sound carries.
Mhm. Can't wait for the Okie Expo.
Us either.
Yep. We are
Yep.
ready.
Yeah, we've got the hotel booked.
Mhm.
Bags are not packed yet, but
No.
they will be,
Yes.
and just ready to get out there and have a good time.
Mhm.
A lot of good speakers this year, which there are every year, but
Yeah.
there's some new ones this year, which
Mhm.
makes it interesting 'cause it's not just the same thing every year. But I know that all of the speakers who've been there in the past, they'll have something new to talk about, and so
Yep.
that's what we're looking forward to.
Mm. Dane said, "Look out the window at night. If the ducks are all resting, all is good. If they're up quacking, something is out there."
Yeah,
Yeah.
I wish dogs were that way. Like I said, and maybe they're hearing something, I don't know, but there's a lot of times that they'll start quacking and go nuts, but usually it's the turkeys who get them started.
Mhm.
Like one day, the turkeys were going nuts, and I look out and they're all like looking to the west, and I look out and there's a hawk out there. So, I mean, they were at least, excuse me, keep an eye out for that. So that's helpful that they can
Yeah.
watch the predators. 'Cause we've got a hawk that stays around here. So far, he hasn't gotten anything, but he's just always around.
Yeah.
He's been hanging out with the where the baby pigs are here lately, but I mean, they're big enough that he can't do anything to them.
Yeah. And they said we know of at least 3 new families coming this year after we showed them last year's video.
Awesome.
That's great.
Yep, I figure it's gonna be a huge
Mhm.
event. Like I said, last year was big, but there was just the way it was spread out so many days. It didn't feel as crowded and busy as the first year. The first year was just a 1-day event,
Mhm.
so except for the pre-class, yeah, they had the pre-classes. And last year they did the pre-classes plus 2 days,
Mhm.
and so it just seemed. I mean, it was busy and everything, but like you didn't have near the lines at the food trailers and things like that. Because that was the thing the first year. If you went during the lunch hour,
Yeah.
you had to wait a while because those things were
Mhm.
packed. But there's a lot of good food out there. I mean, they had several, so it's not anything to be helped. It's just with it being the first year, it's hard to gauge how big of a crowd you're actually gonna have. And so I'm just glad it was a big success where they kept doing it because
Mhm.
we enjoy that every year. And like I said, the first year was cold. I remember that.
Yeah.
And last year was hot. And so we'll see if this year is kind of in between.
Hopefully so.
Which I think the first year it did warm up some in the
Mhm.
daytime where the sun was out, so it was nice. Or did
Yeah.
it rain?
Not the first. I don't remember.
No, it was just last year that it started raining
A little
toward the
bit.
end, I think. Yeah, a little bit. But either way, it's got a nice building with air conditioning or heat,
Yeah.
depending on what you need. Plenty of bathrooms. The where all the vendors are, that's all covered. The only thing that's not really covered is where the food trucks are, but
Mhm.
like I said, that's not usually an issue.
Yeah. Mm. Dean said a lady asked me if I would sell her a rooster. I told her I'd get back with her in a couple of weeks. When I got back to her, she says, I don't need one now. My husband said we ended up with 2.
Yeah.
Either way, it's going to be fun,
Yeah.
whether it's nice weather or not.
Yeah, because the weather doesn't really affect it that much because like where the main stage is, that's all covered. The other ones are,
It's just getting
it's
between the 2.
covered and there's a lot of wind block with it too, with
Yeah.
the way the walls are. But
Nice. See. Last year when the front moved in, it
okay.
felt great.
Yes, it was last year.
Yeah. Yeah, it did feel good whenever it cooled off a little bit last year since it was so hot. So I don't remember which of the girls I took with me to the food truck, but we were having to wait for a little bit because went right at lunchtime on a very popular one, and
I think
we were standing in the shade of it.
probably Abby, because I think Izzy.
Yeah, 'cause
We went
Abby's cheeks
inside
got
because she
really red.
wanted a hot dog from the concession
Mhm.
stand. Yeah, that's Izzy's favorite thing about the whole expo is the concession.
Yeah.
That's what we asked the first year. Was like, what was your favorite part? Concession stand. So we're glad they have that. And last year they actually expanded, and had more stuff in it than they had the first year. So
She still was trying to go every 5 seconds, so
bring them with you. If you bring your kids with you, you won't have to miss them.
yeah.
See, what we're doing is we're working out or trying to work out with Cassie to have somebody out there to help babysit the girls while we're working.
Yeah.
So if we get that worked out, y'all can just bring y'all's
Yeah.
and then they can watch them too.
Mhm.
I know last year, which the girls were good, but
Mhm.
like, and it got to the point because normally, like, I don't let them out of my sight if we're somewhere. But I was just like, we were there. I mean, yeah, stuff could still happen, but we knew everybody that was at the different gates, and we knew people all through. And so I was like, we let them have a little more freedom than normally, as long as Whenever we were working part of it, as long as they were inside that barn somewhere,
Yeah.
it was fine. Because I mean, by the time we did that, most people, like I said, there was enough people around that knew them that if something happened, I feel confident that they would have been okay. But
Yeah.
like I said, bad stuff could happen, but I wasn't too worried about that.
The fudge dip cheesecake.
Okay, so this is what you do. You do like we did at the auction. You get you a nice chest, and pack it, and just go to Walmart, fill it up with stuff, and let them eat out of that, and it's cheaper.
Yeah. Yeah, because I had at the auction, I had the ice chest packed with drinks and sandwiches and stuff, and then I had sacks of snacks that I'd bagged up too. Granted, they went through a whole Walmart sack full of snacks in a day or less, but I
Still
mean,
cheaper than going
still a
up and
lot
paying
cheaper.
$2 for a pack of M&Ms up there, though.
Yeah.
So that's what we did. We went to once we got there and checked in, we went to Walmart, picked up all the stuff we need to make our lunches
Mhm.
and also snacks and enough snacks for everybody else that was there. And
Yep.
they went through, which we still came home with snacks, so we
Yeah.
had plenty. But it's just easier that way, cheaper because, like you said, stuff is expensive places, so
Very much so.
we get that. So we went the cheap route.
Yeah.
We did still, for one, the Mexican place. We did get
Yeah.
food from the Mexican place at the auction. And the only reason we did that is because we'd packed the lunch, but then it was getting separate because that was the
Yeah.
long day. But then I don't remember somebody else brought it over and it smelled and looked so
Oh,
good.
yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna go get us some of that.
I was afraid he was gonna miss goats though, because he was gone for quite a while to get that.
Yeah. Oh, that's when Kaysen and Brayley stayed with me. And walked
Oh,
back with
yeah.
me.
Yeah. Oh, volunteering at 510 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keeping up with 5 would be rough. Like I said, 2's not too bad
Yeah.
because we just make them pretty much do the buddy system.
Mhm.
They get along well enough that they are fine, but then they also like tattling on each other. So if one of them does something that they're not supposed to, the other one's going to tell them. So
And they're
it
gonna
usually works out pretty good.
get back to us as quickly as they can so that they can tattle on the other one.
Yeah. So either way, but
Yeah.
last year, anytime that we got to looking for them, they weren't gone. They were either at the Book Buddies little booth or petting the goat that was there. So
Yep.
we knew to go to those two places if they got if we got where we didn't know where they were at the time.
Yep.
Still cheaper to leave them home. That is true.
Yeah.
I mean, you got me there. I was just trying to keep you from missing them.
Well, it's easier with them home. We have 2 in baseball, 1 in softball, 1 in t-ball. They don't want to miss practice.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Thankfully for us, ours are only interested in soccer.
Yeah. Thankful for that.
They did have a spring soccer this year, which is actually winter soccer because it starts in
Yeah.
February, which they just kind of do it together, but they're not playing.
But
We also didn't tell them they were having spring soccer.
But their main coach is not even coaching for this particular round. So, I mean,
Evidently, there's a bunch now. They sent out a thing because
still looking for coaches.
I help coach
Mhm.
their teams, but because that's why I was kind of deciding. I was like, do we do it or not? So whenever I checked with the other guy I coach with, and he's like, "We're taking a break from that." I was like, and then I was like, in the middle of winter, because I know that even with it being in the fall, those nights were
Mhm.
cold because
Yeah.
they'd be playing games till like 9 o'clock at night because
Mhm.
they do it all during the week and on the weekend. So they would start at 6,
First games are always at 6.
and then they may have 2 games in a night, and like I said, be playing till 9 o'clock. So
That is a lot.
it's just it was too much. But like I said, they didn't want. Well, they didn't know about the winter soccer, but we're just going to hold off and do fall.
Mhm. I just wanna play soccer, but it's 30 minutes away. That'd be too much more driving.
That's for us. Where they
Yeah.
play is about 30 or 35-minute drive, and so it can get to be a lot at times. But like I said, the town we're at doesn't have soccer,
Mm-mm.
so
No, ours only has
good night, Stanley.
Night Stanley's.
See y'all in a few weeks.
But yeah, they only do baseball, softball, t-ball, basketball, and football.
Yeah.
But
We asked the girls because Abby did a basketball camp one
Mhm.
time. It was like a day camp or
she
something,
loved it.
and she liked it. But then we asked if she wanted to play, and she did not want to play.
Mm-mm.
And then we've asked them about softball. Didn't want to play that.
'Cause Izzy honestly has a pretty good arm.
Yeah.
I mean, she's got pretty good aim, but and for a little bit she was like, whenever I'm old enough, I want to play softball. And we got to softball season, and she's like, no, I just want to stick with soccer. And I was like, okay, I'm not going to fight you on that.
Yeah, made it easier for our schedules.
Yeah.
Like I said, we would have done it, but
Mhm.
because the thing is if they played that, we would also play that 30 minutes away, and mainly
Yeah.
I don't know what the prices are for things out there, but the town we're at, the price is outrageous for this
Yeah.
play compared to going to the next town over, which is a lot cheaper. Because I think in the town where they play soccer, I think it's 65 for the first kid, and then 55 if you have more than
Mhm.
one in it.
Yeah.
And then in our town, it was 55 for the first kid. But then you had to pay a $50 deposit for something, which I never did figure out what that was
No.
for. And then if you had 2 kids, it was like 45 apiece plus $100 deposit.
Mhm.
And so, like I said, I don't know, maybe you get the deposit back eventually. I'm not sure what it's for, but at the other
Yes.
place, you don't have to pay the deposit. It's just however much per kid. And
Because
then
it's not equipment, because you have to have your own equipment. So I don't know.
uniforms, maybe? Maybe they turn those back in. I don't know.
I don't
Because in
know.
soccer, the shirts include the price. You have to buy the shorts, the socks, the cleats, but their jersey shirt is included in that price. So.
Right now, Addison and Kason are in basketball, Layton's in wrestling, and Braylee's in tumbling. Addison wants to do tumbling, but I'm like, one sport at a time. Yeah.
Yeah. Abby would like to do dance sometimes or gymnastics, but she climbs and stuff around here. But
Yeah.
if we were to do that, we would have to go to a town that's like 45 minutes
Mhm.
away. And
The practices too were kind of at oddball times a little bit. 'Cause I looked it up a while back. Um, but the times were just not they don't really work with either one of our work schedules right now.
okay, 60. So about the same
Yeah.
as the other. Like I said, I don't know what that $50 deposit was for, but it just seemed like a lot.
My daughter's still crying from last year for spending $16 and 2 lemonades for the kids.
Yeah. $16 for 2 lemonades. That's pretty steep.
Mhm.
$8 a piece.
Yeah.
I guess inflation got that.
Yeah.
Lemons are high.
Yeah. Fresh squeezed.
Yeah.
We're doing it T-ball different this year. It's $60, but that includes their pictures. Oh.
You never went and picked up their pictures. Tomorrow,
Oh.
you're gonna be over there.
Yeah, if I can hit it in between.
Or after. They're open till 4:30 or 5.
Okay. Yeah, I forgot to pick up soccer pictures that I paid for.
Yeah, we had soccer pictures, and they were supposed to be done before the season was over, but something happened, they didn't, so they're like, "Hey, you have to go pick them up at the community center over there," and we just never
Yeah.
thought about it when we were over there.
I'm not usually over there in the daytime during the week, though. She said that will never happen again. One of the funny rides before this year was over, it happened again. She cried even more. I snuck around, got them their lemonade. But yeah, I enjoy getting to watch the kids' sports, but it's also a big relief whenever season.
Yeah, I enjoy it too. Like I said, it would be I think I would probably enjoy it more not coaching because then I could just sit and watch, 'cause that's a
Mhm.
lot more fun being able to just pay attention to that rather than having to keep up with everything else. But the the rough part is they would have games like 3 or 4 nights out of the week and sometimes multiple games a night because they would crunch the season down into just a few weeks. So I think it would be more enjoyable if they would just stretch the season out and
Yeah.
only have maybe games a couple nights a week.
Mhm.
But whenever we were going over there, we said 3 or 4 times a night for either one kid, both kids, or whatever. It was just a mess. And plus, um, the other guy and I coached both girls' teams because he had the girls the same ages.
Yeah.
And so on some of them, they would schedule our games at the same time. So we'd have to split up. One of us would be at one game, one of us be at the other. And so
Mhm.
just rough.
Yep. Events are a captive audience, so they charge captive audience prices for refreshments. Yes, they do.
That is true. Like I said, it's which I get it's expensive to run stuff, but I mean, there's some things that's just silly.
Yeah.
That's one thing. The expo, like I said, I felt. I mean, it wasn't like carnival prices on things. I mean, some stuff was a little high, but I don't think it was outrageous.
Mm-mm.
And then plus, if you're just eating like drinks or something like that,
Yeah.
the kids have a little concession stand going inside, and it's very reasonable.
Definitely.
So I mean, they that's usually where our girls went whenever they want
Yeah.
something to that concession stand because they had pretty much. I mean, they had cokes, water,
Mhm.
candy, coffee, um, hot dogs, and things like that. It was very reasonable on the
Yeah.
prices, and so whenever they wanted something, we just sent them in there.
I just bought 2 boxes of my sunflower seeds. I have to hide them though. I have 2 sticky finger kids.
You're not the only one with sticky
Yeah.
finger kids. There's something I don't remember what it was. It was something in the pantry that we knew we had and went in there, couldn't find it, and then I don't remember what it was now. But it turns out the kids had gotten it.
Yeah.
And so I mean it wasn't a big deal, but I'm just like unlike some stuff, you're like, we just bought that and it's already gone. But
Yeah. I'd be like, "Sorry."
yeah.
That's Abby's thing.
Yeah, that's her thing.
"Sorry."
You know, it's just like I'm just like sometimes sorry doesn't cut it. But no, it's usually not a big deal, but we started trying to get them tell them be like, just ask first. And it's
Mhm.
not so much that we're gonna say no,
Yeah.
but it's easier to keep up and regulate like how much they're eating, what they're eating, and what we might need to get more of. And so
Mhm.
usually we're like, just say something before you just go grab because like I said, there's been a lot of times that they'll just get something and you think you have it and then you don't, but
Yeah.
it's not too bad.
Neil said, "I always tell people to visit London outside the tourist season. It's amazing how much prices jump up during tourist season." Yes. Yeah, it is that way.
Yeah, because well, I mean, just a prime example, we're supposed to have this big solar eclipse coming through
Mhm.
in
April.
April, and like the Roach Motel in one of the towns over from us is charging like $800 a night,
Yeah.
and people are paying that. And then there's some people that's charging like $500 to $600 for a primitive campsite, but for them to come set up a tent. It's like a 10 by 10 or maybe a 20 by 20 area for like $500.
Mhm.
And I'm just like, goodness, we ought to just start staking off some areas and let people. But I don't want to clean up the mess afterwards because there's no telling what kind of draw that's going to have.
Yeah.
Because I think they're expecting for Arkansas to have like 1.5 million tourists here that
Yeah.
for the eclipse, and
Be crazy.
I don't know that
Is
our
it
infrastructure and stuff can handle that. So,
Yeah.
not looking forward to that.
Mm-mm.
I mean, the thing is, it's only gonna last like 4.5 minutes or whatever for the actual total or whatever,
Yeah,
total
total.
darkness.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be they're gonna have to come here before then. They're gonna be buying up stuff, and like I said, it's just I hope that all the stores and stuff plan for that and buy extra.
Mhm.
Otherwise, it's just gonna wipe things clean.
Yeah.
So we're just got to make sure that we do grocery shopping ahead of time.
Mhm. Mm.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, that's because I don't know. They've always done that. It just hasn't been a big deal. I guess as they've gotten older, they just are more so.
They eat a lot more than they did when they were itty bitty.
Well,
But
plus they're home all the time
yeah,
now, and that makes a difference. So, like
it's
before, whenever they'd be at either school or daycare, and you don't notice that because at school they only have what they have there, and then
mhm.
at daycare too. But like since they're here, you just have to
Yeah.
plan a little better.
It's crazy though how much they eat when it's available though, because I mean, we'll be working on schoolwork and I'll hear, "I'm hungry. Can I get a snack?" And so I'll be like, "No, let's get through this subject before we get a snack." But I mean, they eat all the time. So I try to keep healthy snacks because I mean, that's a lot of food.
Yeah.
Neil said when Leighton starts sprouting leaves and growing a bright yellow fringe around his face, he's had enough sunflower seeds.
Yeah. But that's the thing that our kids, they like healthy stuff.
Mhm.
I mean, they like sweets too. I mean,
Yeah.
what kid doesn't? But like I said, there's a lot of times, like Abby loves celery.
Yes.
Don't know what it is about it, but she just goes nuts over celery.
Yeah. We had a bag of celery one day, and she carried that thing around. I mean, she carried it around for days. She'd eat some, and then she'd put it back in the fridge, and then she'd get some more out, and she'd put it back in the fridge, but, it was funny because he initially bought it for his snack, and then, um, he was like, "Hey, where'd that celery go?" And Abby said, I ate it."
Maybe that's what it was instead of the paint, it was the celery.
Yeah, it may have been.
Yeah.
There was some crackers a while back too.
No, they were just misplaced.
Okay.
But, yeah, they like that, and then plus she's quit buying them cereal, like sugary cereals,
Yeah.
and so they've gotten on a kick where they like just plain oatmeal
Mhm.
with apples and bananas. Izzy thought she would like peanut butter in it one day, and then after she got it, she decided peanut butter and oatmeal is not that great. So she didn't do that, but they occasionally a little bit of cinnamon for Izzy. Abby doesn't care for cinnamon.
No, she said it smelled I
And
don't remember what.
every now and then some brown sugar just to
Mhm.
change things up. But
Yeah, put a little bit of milk in there though because that's their cream. They
oh
feel really sophisticated when they put a little milk in their oatmeal.
yeah, because what it was, Izzy loves McDonald's oatmeal. And so she told me it has cream in it. And so I just got out the milk and I was like, here's your cream. And so now they call the milk cream.
Yeah. I'm doing all that with my kids, so I'm glad it's 35 years behind me.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody says that grandkids are a lot more fun than kids, but we've got a while on that.
Yeah. Yeah, they're doing really good on the healthy breakfast though, and I feel like there's not so many crazy wild behaviors maybe. At least, like, during school time and that kinda thing.
Yeah,
But
but I mean, it's not bothering them any because I mean,
no.
they're actually asking for it. They're
Mhm.
asking for oatmeal and whatnot,
They
so
like it a lot better.
yes.
Joan said, "Great grandkids are even more fun."
Yeah, it's a long, long time for
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Just trying to enjoy the time of life we're in now.
Yeah, because it goes by so quick.
Yeah. It's crazy that just a couple more weeks and Abby will be 10. I mean,
Yeah.
does not seem right. They're both growing up too fast.
Yes. Yeah, I'm ready for it to slow down some. Cause like the baby stage, I was ready for him to get out of that and he's like the toddler stage when they can actually start being fun.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's nice to hold a baby, but it's more fun when the baby can play back with you and do stuff like that.
Mhm.
And so I liked that stage. And then as they got older, and then like watching some of our older videos of stuff, I'm just like, goodness, where did time go?
I know.
I found some the other day on, forget what it was. Let's see if I can, of Abby when she was a baby.
You think she's got a tiny voice now? You just need to hear her baby voice because it was so teeny tiny.
Let's see if I can one.
Um,
You
Use
just click show.
Dean said, I had a mouthful of sunflower seeds one time. One of the mothers came up. Tell me I was not a good example for the kids. I need to get rid of my tobacco. Oh my goodness. Candy said, I've already got great nieces and nephews. I'm old.
Pumpkin patch.
Oh, I know I have that one.
Okay.
Let me see. Yeah, she had tiny voice.
I got the Shark Tank.
Ding. His mother tried to keep my mouth full of sunflower so I wouldn't holler so much. Let me see. So long ago. I've got so many videos. Oh, wait, too far. Oh, here's Abby's.
Hey, airdrop it to the computer.
Airdrop.
I'm gonna try something. I don't know if I know what I'm doing here or not, but I'm gonna see. Is that the pumpkin patch one?
Yes.
I'm gonna try. Hang on.
Let's see.
I'm going to Pumpkin Patch.
Yeah, it's. I mean, I think they should be able to hear. Let's turn it up and see. Turn yours. Sorry, we're new to doing all this, so we're fixing to find it. Sorry, we're new to.
I'm going to Pumpkin Patch.
Sorry, we're new to.
That tiny little voice.
Yeah, that's when she was going to the pumpkin patch. What's going on here? What happened? I don't know. We were trying to share a little clip of Abby when she was little. Hey, I'm learning as we go. But there's a lot of stuff you can do with StreamYard. I've found out it's just figuring out how to make it work, but it was easier than I thought once I figured it out because there was a share screen button. I didn't really want to do that. But
Yeah.
pretty neat. Let's see.
John said it's different with grandkids and grandkids. You can love on them, and when you get tired, you can hand them back to parents. But I think with age, you worry about them more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Neil, I love other people's kids. They're so much fun. Then when you have hyped them out and they're getting tired, you just give them back to their parents.
Yep.
Yep.
That is true.
Yeah. He's really bad about that before we had kids.
Oh, well. But I mean, I probably still am some.
Yeah.
That's why I give Nick a hard time about Farmer Rhett showing his trucks.
Yep.
Yeah, she sure is.
Yeah. Her hair used to be just curly and, ringlets all over her head.
Yes.
Now it's really long, and I guess it's gotten heavy. I mean, it's still a little wavy, but it's not near as curly as it used to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, her, she made some pretty cute videos when she was little bitty. I mean, she still does, but
Yeah, she did one. We'd been watching Shark Tank, and so she got up on the little part in front of our fireplace and was putting on her pitch for the sharks.
yeah.
And we were the sharks, and so she just went through.
I don't even remember what she was saying her product was, but she went through the whole thing, "Hey, sharks, my name is" I think she had a fake
Yeah,
name.
she made up a fake name.
And then she
And her
said, "And
company.
my company is" Yeah. And
Looks like one of her.
she was talking about how she was asking for an investment and everything, and it was funny. That point, I don't remember how old she was.
What, the Shark Tank?
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't remember
maybe
either.
3. Yeah, it would've been not too long before Izzy.
Let's see.
He's trying to find a picture of
Maybe
her
when she's a little bit older than that.
her curls. It took her a while to get hair when she was a baby, but
Okay,
once
if I
she
can
did,
find
it
somewhere
came
on
in.
this. That.
Mm.
Like, I don't remember what she was playing in that time, but I'm showing that one. Yeah, she's always been about playing in the dirt.
Yeah. Izzy's not a huge
Oh, let me
fan of
film
the dirt.
video.
See.
Okay, yeah, I don't know how to do just a picture.
Let me see if I can find some.
I'll just do it.
Just-
But that's her hair, and that's her with her face dirty, where she's playing in the dirt doing something.
Yeah. Yeah, even now we have to be like, "You can't play in the dirt, Abby."
Yeah, we were working in the greenhouse. We're like, don't get in the mud. Don't get. Next time we go out, they're swimming in the mud.
Yeah. Mm. Yes.
She's always had that, and I love that fact because I've known of kids like who won't talk to anybody, but
Mhm.
sometimes she's a little too friendly. Like I know, like especially when she was younger, she still does some, but we'd be like going somewhere and like she'd be like our waitress or waiter or something.
Mhm.
Can I hug them? They're like, no, you don't know them. You can't just go hugging everybody.
Yeah.
But she still is like that. But now at least now she's gotten like, can I hug them? She used to she just run up and hug them. We're like,
Yeah.
quit hugging people. You don't know these
Yeah.
people, strangers. They're just like, quit. But I like the fact that that would be funny.
This one?
Yeah. And this is Izzy when click one more time. This is Izzy when she was a baby. Look at this head of hair.
And it was always that wild.
Yes.
I put bows in it to kind of help, but I mean,
Mm.
she was born with a head full of wild hair.
Old Pecan Homestead. How are y'all?
Hey,
Glad y'all could stop in.
yep. Would love to swim in the mud. Oh, not me.
I used to, like playing in the mud. I still don't mind like walking through it like with my feet squishing. Because there's a lot of times like if we're working out in the garden or something, I'll take my shoes off just because I'd rather be barefoot.
See if I have that. I don't remember when it was that
What?
they were swimming in the mud. It was this year.
Oh,
I
I've
think.
got it. I've got it.
Right here.
Oh, okay. That's a different time.
This is yeah.
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 Let me see.
That
I've got the one where
was from 2020.
yeah, 2020. And then
We got that one too.
yeah, that was a different mud hole, a different day.
It rained a lot that year. But yeah, those dresses were never the same. I sprayed them and did everything I could, soaked them. They still had a brown tint to them.
But the kids had fun.
Yes, they definitely did that.
Try to find. I've got it.
Were they swimming that time?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it's a video file, so I can actually play it.
Oh, Neil said, wow, Frizzy Izzy. Oh, yeah. I don't remember what they. That's when Izzy had long hair. Yeah, but for a long time, Izzy had really long hair too. But it's so thick that it hurt to brush out, and she did not like me having to mess with it, and she decided she wanted to chop it off. So ever since she's had short hair, it's cute short, but sometimes I miss it long too because it was always so pretty. But if that's how she wants to keep it, I'm all about that. Abby, on the other hand, wants her hair to stay long.
Okay.
He's fixing to share the
Yeah. We're
Playing
gonna
in the
share it
mud
with y'all
clip.
too. I just had to preview because it's been so long. I need to make sure everybody was decent the whole time. If they were in the mud, but
Yeah.
let's see. Okay, so this is after they were told to not be in the mud.
Don't you dare rub it on me.
Look at that long hair.
I have to get the biggest bowl ever.
What are y'all doing?
Mud fight.
Mud fight.
Let's go swimming, Izzy. Yeah, let's go swimming on the water slide. Izzy, move. That's the pool. I'm going to let it slide.
Yeah, the army crawling through the mud. Oh my word, that there was so much dirt in their hair. Frizzy.
Let's see.
It's like Braylee. She's the cutest thing with bangs, but she got to where she didn't like them. Yeah. They get so particular about their hair. What time is it here? 10:10.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I messed up, and one time they went with me to sport clips when I was getting a haircut, and I got it washed out because I can't stand for the cut hair to be all over me. So then they're like, "We wanna get our hair washed when we get it cut," and so I had to take them I took them to get their hair cut. They got the full wash and everything else, so they really liked that, and so now that's what Izzy's usually more so than Abby. She's like, "I want a haircut." She always wants a haircut. She can just have one, she wants another one. I'm just like, "No."
Yeah, she loves being pampered.
Yeah. I I flip-flop between that. We have the barber that I went to that gave me my first haircut, um, I still go there some, but whenever you go there, you have to be ready. He doesn't do appointments or anything, so you may be there 30 minutes, or you may be there half a day, and so unless I've got a day to kill, I don't go there, and then plus he's had some health stuff here lately, so
Yeah.
it's, hit or miss, and so if I just need that, I'll go to Sport Clips, but the only thing is I'm particular about which ones to do it because I've had it screwed up there a few times, and Kimberly's had to fix it. 'Cause she can cut my hair. She's just a nervous wreck while she does it, she doesn't like to do it, so
I messed up one time really bad, and
I
he
buzzed it all off, and
buzzed
she
it,
didn't like it.
and I'm terrified of doing that, but I mean, I I was doing really good. I had one side that looked great. I went to the other side and got the biggest indention into it, and I went, "Oh my goodness." He's like, "It's just hair, it's fine."
Well, that's my thing, it's gonna
But
grow back, and mine grows fast anyhow, so I was like, "We'll just buzz off." Yeah, it was very short that we had to buzz to make it work, but I could care less.
yeah.
It's just something else to deal with.
Neil said it's 4:10 AM. Uh, Isabel said it's 8:10 there.
Yeah. No, we're 10:10 PM
PM,
here.
yep.
Yeah. Neil's across the pond.
Yep. Yeah, it's actually about time for haircuts again for the girls.
Yeah, Izzy was asking the other day,
Mhm.
wanting one, so
I think they're doing a deal on haircuts right now too, so I need to get them in before they stop. But yeah, I need to get them over there to get the haircuts.
yeah.
But I can always tell because Izzy's hair starts getting to where it's kind of a rat's nest in the back, and then it's pretty much time.
Yes, Brandon, I do. Sometimes, not all the time. It just depends on the day. Most days I go over there some. That's not, the county that I actually live in. It's part of our post. So, there's sometimes that I have to cover it, and there's sometimes I just go over there because it's always busy.
Mm.
So
In a few years, I should be able to just send my hair off to get it cut. Joan, I'm a retired stylist. Most children love having their hair shampooed except for the tender-headed ones. And Izzy is tender-headed,
yeah.
but she just absolutely loves getting to lay back there and get it washed and then getting brushed.
I think I took a video of last night of that too.
Yeah, she thought she was hot stuff.
Yes.
Penny asked, "Is Tuesday night a regular for your lives, or is this a spur of the moment?"
Um, we were doing them on Fridays,
Mhm.
but my work shift rotates. So this month I'm working on Fridays, and so it'll either be we're still trying to figure out for this month. I'm not sure what it's gonna be, but our options are Sunday, Monday, or Tuesday.
Yeah.
But we also have to work around everybody else that's already got stuff going or
Yeah.
that's going to, 'cause, if Like if Brandon's going to do a live, we're not going to do a live the same night because even if we did ours earlier, I mean, it's a long time for somebody to stay on live
Yeah.
for hours upon hours. So I don't know if it'll be Tuesday every night this month, but it is for now. And then
My schedule just changed a little bit, so I'm off Wednesdays now. So, because I'm working longer hours a couple other days, so, it seems like at least this week, it worked out really well.
yeah, and then plus, like I said, we've been working on
All our
our
projects.
daycare building, getting it ready for the person that's going to lease it because we had a few more. We're installing some new floor coverings and updating the bathrooms a little bit. We've been planning on doing it, but it just hit this week, and so we've been there. We've been getting home between like 9 and 11 o'clock each night the last few nights. And so
Yeah.
we decided tonight we were there and we're like, we're tired. Let's go take a break. And we decided to come home and do a live. So I don't know if it'll be Tuesday every night this month, but it'll be Sunday, Monday, or Tuesday each night, unless we do like a daytime one.
Yeah.
Because that would be the only thing is it had to be a daytime one on a Wednesday or the weekend or Monday.
But only Monday mornings. I work in the afternoons.
Well, I work in the afternoons on Wednesday, so it'd be
Yeah.
1, 2.
Yeah, I guess so.
So kind of spur of the moment, but it's not going to be set in stone. Yeah. Yeah, we were doing good with Fridays. Like I said, it was
Yeah.
working out really well. And
Yeah.
then, like I said, it'll work out. Like next month, we could do Fridays, possibly. But it
Yeah.
just depends because, like I said, the way my shift works is I'll be generally on nights for 1 month, days for the next month. It swaps, but the days off rotate also with
Yeah.
those schedules. So
Mine what I've been doing with mine, I was working a few different places to get my hours, and now I'm consistently working well, the place that I worked full-time at before, it's a outpatient clinic, but I've been able to get enough hours there to, take care of everything, all the hours that I need in the week, and so, we've adjusted those days a little bit to helps them out, helps me out, um, so hopefully now Wednesday's off, except for every now and then if I need help or something, that's pretty consistent for me, but Wednesdays tend to be a day that overlaps for us a little bit most months, so
yeah, because it's either because usually I'll either be off a weekend, part of weekend, or the days are off right in the middle of the week. So by 2 and Wednesday, we should have at least 1 day off together all the time, no matter what schedule I'm on.
Yeah.
Hey, Susan, glad you could make it.
Yes, it doesn't matter much to me, you go live, there's a 99% chance I'll be there.
Yep. You're always there,
Yep.
Neil, and we appreciate it. Yeah.
Yeah, the way phones are now, sometimes it'll throw an emoji in and you don't even mean to.
Penny.
It said, "Let me check my calendar." Yep, it's clear.
Yeah, so like I said, it'll pretty much be I don't know if Tuesdays will work out every time, but just know that, if you see something that Brandon or Stephanie's channel is doing a live, we won't be doing
Yeah, you don't
one
have to worry
that
about
night.
us that night.
So and then we kind of bumped the time a little later today 'cause we were doing 8 o'clock, but we did 8:30 mainly because we were gonna be a little bit late getting here, and also Marie with Random Oaky Farms does her premieres a lot of times at 8 o'clock on Tuesday. I don't know if she does it every week or just not, but usually they're over by 8:30. So if it's Tuesday, it'll probably be 8:30, just so we don't mess with that either.
Mm. Now March 15th, I'll be mother of the groom. Aw. Just check my calendar, it's still on the wall.
Oh, Susan's wearing her cowboy shirt also. Yep, good shirts, huh?
Yep. Well, it's funny because I was pulling out a t-shirt earlier and I almost pulled that one out and I was like, well, he's already wearing his, so I'll wear mine another time.
Yeah.
We have a lot of Lady Family t-shirts.
Yeah. I knew Jamie's always at
Mhm.
7, but she's usually done in 45 minutes to an hour, so it doesn't mess it would affect her.
Yeah.
And then I knew that I was thinking they were about an hour, and I double checked, and I don't think any of them ran to 8:30.
Stephanie said I'm wearing a Keeping It Dutch chicken shirt.
I didn't know they had chicken shirts.
I didn't either. Gonna have to look now, though.
Yeah.
Has anybody seen Dutch since he was in the cave?
You can save 10% on your next order by signing up.
Ooh. Stephanie said, yeah, it's Sue. Those are cute.
The red one? That one? You named Sue?
Mhm.
It's up for $20.
Penny said, y'all are all so cute wearing each other's merch.
It's comfy.
Very much so.
That's my thing is it's just comfortable shirts. They look nice. This one's an attention grabber.
Yep.
And plus I got it because we had a 4-H meeting tonight. So I was like, it's pretty fitting to wear a chicken to a
Yep.
4-H meeting. Did you see their new babies? Whose new babies?
Stephanie said yes.
Yeah, that's that
Sure.
one. Well, I saw what she said. Yeah, it's Sue. And then I saw because I didn't see Sue at first. It was in the title of the shirt, though.
Oh, the puppies.
I dropped a friend off to get his hair cut, came back to get him, walked in to see if he was ready with my ball, and the barber just smirked. Oh, the kids, yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw them on the live tonight. I think the title just something with the kids. But yeah. Yep, I saw those.
Love getting to see the babies. But yeah, I love getting to see all the love getting to see everybody's merch and all that and getting to support everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the big thing. 'Cause there's some so we have a lot of Brandon stuff,
Mhm.
and then, we have some Walker Farm fam,
Mhm.
and, some from the Mac.
Yes. Yeah, I like my
And then
homeschool mom shirt.
yeah, I've got the wheelbarrow one that's how we roll or something like
Yeah.
that.
You mean Steph's stuff.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what he meant.
I was gonna say, yeah, y'all didn't catch it the other day whenever I said it, but I wasn't gonna make a big deal about it, but, it's whenever y'all were talking about doing the 2 lives a week, and I said y'all could go an hour on your main channel and an hour on Brandon's channel. So I threw a plug in there like your channel was the main channel, but there was so much going on at the time y'all didn't catch that. But I was trying to be funny, but it didn't work out. So we had a good laugh.
Yeah. Why
What?
do most homesteaders I watch not have horses?
We have mini horses
Yeah.
and um, yeah, mini horses, and they've got the girls have a pony at my parents' house, which is right across the pasture, and my mom has a horse that Izzy likes to ride, but
Izzy claims that she told her that it is her horse.
well, she said Momo told her that he was practically hers, so
Mhm.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what the conversation was, but
Yeah.
as much as I can. Okay, so Brandon said, "Yeah, that's funny," and she said, "That's not funny."
Route 66 has pony horses.
Gotcha. If I'm alive and you're going live, let me know. You just come over and raid me.
A lot of times you're on later than what?
Yeah.
I mean, you have had some earlier ones that I've been on, but usually whenever I see yours, I don't know if they're just not popping up until the late ones or what, but it's usually late whenever I catch those.
Have about 40 in Colorado that love to go ride.
Ah, yeah. Abby loves horses.
Mhm.
She likes the idea of riding horses, but she just, I don't know, she gets a little nervous whenever it's actually time to ride. She wants somebody to have control of it.
She's getting better though.
Yeah.
She's getting a lot more comfortable, and we're just trying to slowly introduce. That way it doesn't scare her off, but she can finally hopefully get to where she can really ride.
Yeah. Because she started, I don't know, is it on YouTube?
Mhm.
It's some show about an English girl that has horses or something, some riding club or something, and she's really got into watching that. So
Mhm. My nephew has an outfitter company in Creed, Colorado. I look at him doing slides. I spot another one. We all just abandoned ship and head there.
oh man. Yeah, I've been in there once whenever that happened, but
Yeah.
usually whenever I'm in there, it's later than anybody else is gonna go live. So
Mhm. Susan said, I used to ride. I got a few ribbons and did better in barrels.
growing up, we had horses. I mean, we would like pleasure ride and stuff, but I don't know. And then as I got older, just got out of it, and I haven't ridden a horse in a while.
When I was a teenager, we had a youth group thing. We went and we were doing a service project, and where we were doing that service project, they had horses, and they took us on a trail ride, and that was really fun. But I've not ridden in a very long time or ridden very much. So
Me neither. Like I said, it's used to quite a bit because I remember whenever were kids, mom had always had horses, but then we got my sister and I. We got, I think it was our first race. It's the first one I remember. Sadie, she was really good. She was a smaller horse, but I mean, she was just as good as could be. And then I got a paint horse that was named Tommy Boy, and then he was kind of spunky. Um, he was broke, but I would say more toward green broke than anything because he would do pretty good, but he had a mind of his own too. So you had to be where you could handle him. You wouldn't want to put kids on him because
Mhm.
he wasn't good like Sadie. She was good. Like you could climb all over her. There was one time we was riding bareback and I was sliding off the back and I was holding her tail to the ground and she just stood there and let me do it. So
Susan, I need to change my picture soon, but Brandon will not remember it's me.
Susan, you're around enough. I think he'll remember either way. But there's not. I don't know. There may be other Susans in there, but you're the one I always see whenever
Yeah.
we're in there. So I don't think that'll be an issue at all.
My nieces love to barrel race. It's amazing on a barrel racing horse. They're amazing. I like watching. Favorite is a cutting horse I have. Neil had a few horse riding lessons, only until one of the horses I was on took off and then decided to turn right without me.
That can happen. Yeah. See, Stephanie will keep him
Yeah.
in line. Like I said, I don't think he'll forget anyhow.
Nah.
But we kind of mentioned it earlier, but we'll soon have some major change coming to our channel.
Yep.
We're not going to say anything or what it is right now, but y'all can be watching for that. I don't know if we'll do a video or a live first about it. I'm not sure. May do a live for all the dedicated ones who come to visit
Yeah.
with us so that y'all get first peek at what's going on.
Yep.
And then reveal it to everybody else. But we're excited about it. But
Yep.
it's going to be still in the works.
Yep. Getting closer to where we can share, though.
Yeah. Anything else?
Coming up.
Yep.
Not really. I'm just looking forward to getting back to working on projects now. The brother was struck by lightning on the head while riding a horse. Saved his brother. Wow.
My dad got struck by lightning whenever we were younger. And he had thick rubber soled boots, and they said that was the only thing that saved him. But he was in the hayfield and a thunderstorm popped up, I think, is what happened, if I remember right. I was so small. And he was trying to get home walking, and
That's what I heard.
it got him. And like I said, he had like, I don't remember which side, but it was like, looked like carpet burn all down his side. But his other side's what was hurting. And then so they figured out, he went to the doctor and everything, and they figured out he got struck by lightning. But yeah, like I said, as soon as pretty much our whole lives have been just taken over by trying to get everything ready because, like I said, the building we have, it was fine. We just had some upgrades planned, but since we were closed, we really had it wasn't on our top priority, so we were working on other stuff. But since we're leasing out the building, we've got to get that stuff done. But that will be done this week. And so next week we should be back more to normal and we'll have more stuff out. 'Cause like I said, we've been doing a lot of stuff, but it's mostly handyman stuff, and so
Yeah.
I've not been recording it. So we're just trying to get it done.
Yeah. It's been crazy.
And so once we get back on a normal routine, like I said, it should be next week.
Mhm.
We'll have more stuff out and everything, and be able to work on projects here.
Mhm.
But right now, it's pretty much we've been taking care of the animals and going to work and working on that. But like I said, it's coming to an end very soon. So let's get back to normal.
Have a deadline now since we have a date set in stone. So
Yeah.
it's kind of nice to have that because you know that the end is near and
But
we're
it
finally
just
gonna be done with this projects. But then it's
it just
crunch
means we
time.
gotta work hard to get it done by then. But hopefully that will be done soon, and then we'll be back to normal.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
I think that's about it, though. Pretty late. We've been on for a couple hours, later than normal. I
Yeah.
wasn't planning on staying on a couple hours, but
Yeah.
it's been good chatting. And like I said, it was nice to actually sit down and take a break because it's been a busy last week and a half or so.
So had the mouse upside down. Thank you, Penny.
Yep, we appreciate that.
Mhm.
But we're gonna let all y'all go to bed, and we're gonna be going here soon also.
Yeah.
But we appreciate y'all stopping in, and we'll catch you next time.
Yeah. Bye, guys, and good
Bye.
night.